everyone. I hope you're all doing fine. Today I'm going to take you on a little tour of my TikTok account, a very casual tour, where I'll just show you my site a little bit and I'll talk about some of my thoughts behind the scenes, what I'm thinking about, why I'm posting certain things, and so on. So let's go look up here first. Right now I have 1.6 million followers, 33.1 million likes, and I'm following 578 people. They give you only a tiny little space here to write something. That's all you have. It's really unfortunate because I have a lot more to say. But I wrote, Miss Kadie's on TikTok to help animals and all who are oppressed. Pronouns she, her. Down below is my link to my link tree, That Vegan Teacher. See, if I was to give them some advice, what I would say to them is you guys should definitely use the space more effectively. Like right over here, this whole spot here and this whole spot could be used so much better to help us to talk about ourselves and to maybe even have a main video to promote ourselves, because people who come to the site have no idea what I stand for. There's no room to really write a bio. And if we could just put like a video here on the side, that would be really helpful. But hey, that's up to TikTok. That's their business. So I guess they have reasons to do what they're doing. Here I have a video and it's called Cat Milk is for Baby Cats. So if we click on here, we're going to see the video.
Cat milk is for baby cats. Dog milk is for baby dogs. Human milk is for baby humans. And cow milk is for Gordon Ramsay. What the fuck? How old is he? Cat milk is for baby cats. Dog milk is for baby dogs. Human milk is for baby humans. And cow milk is for Gordon Ramsay. What the fuck? How old is he?
So you can see that on TikTok, the video plays in a circle. So when I compose songs, I try to keep them under 15 seconds often. And most times people will watch it maybe once or twice, and it gives you a chance to really get the message. So that video is something that I composed a little while ago, a few days ago, after Gordon did his thing where he duetted me. And I wanted to make the point that it's really not okay to drink cow's milk. So I don't know if I made the point or not, but that was what I came up with. So how I write songs like that is I think about my main message, and of course I have very little time, only 15 seconds to do it, because that's what I choose to do. You can go, like I said, 15 seconds or 60, but 15 seconds is a lot more manageable. People will more likely listen to it. And I wanted to make the point that, you know, he's not a baby anymore, and he shouldn't be promoting eating animal products or their secretions to his audience. Here is another song that I composed. Here is was my lunch today, for example.
It's all in the spices, it's all in the spices. Cumin, ginger, cinnamon, and curry. Onion, sweet potatoes, and some peas. Cumin, ginger, cinnamon, and curry. Onion, sweet potatoes, and some peas. It's all in the spices.
And this here is my kitchen table.
Cumin, ginger,
and how I
cinnamon,
composed
curry,
this song
onion,
is
sweet
I
potatoes.
first made the meal, and after I make it, I write down the ingredients on a paper. And after I have all the ingredients written down, then I try to mix the words in some kind of an order that can be a little melody. And then I sing it, and then I post it. And this here is an example of that. That was a 15-second song. Now over here is something else that I posted, and I decided to do this one just in black and white to make it stand out a little bit more, because it'll be maybe in a series of things I'm talking about. Well, let me just play it for you.
I wrote a song called I Can't Breathe that is apparently controversial. I don't see why it should be. There's nothing in there that I haven't said before. I am against all forms of discrimination, all forms of abuse. That includes, among other things, the circumcision of baby boys. I think it should be banned, and I think it should be illegal. I personally consider it to be an act of child abuse. To strap a child down and to remove part of their genitalia just for your own, sight pleasure, it's just barbaric. We should leave children intact and allow them to do whatever they want with their own bodies when they are of the age of consent. There's no medical reason to circumcise a baby boy or a baby girl, so let's leave them alone. I'll talk about more of my song in other videos. Go and check it out. YouTube, That Vegan Teacher.
So you can see there, I'm talking about my YouTube channel. And I feel very strongly about the subject of circumcision because maybe some of you don't know, but I was a registered nurse. I worked as a registered nurse for 25 years, from the age of 20 to 45. And in that time, when I was a young nurse, actually a nursing student, I saw a circumcision being done on an infant, and it was very traumatizing. It was very clear that this was child abuse, and I have never forgotten the scream that the infant yelled, and it was just horrific, very traumatizing. And I feel like somewhat guilty that I didn't do anything. I was kind of paralyzed when I was watching this procedure. Like, I couldn't believe what I was watching. It would be like somebody walking into a torture chamber and just being so stunned. So, but that's a very long subject. I encourage you to watch the documentary that I talk about in that video. It's called American Circumcision. If you could just see here, I posted it, see on the side.
I wrote a song called I Can't Breathe that is apparently controversial.
So, and just in case you're interested, a shirt that I'm wearing, I buy my shirts, the vast majority of them secondhand. This one was, I think, $1 at a secondhand store, and I painted this message on it. And I find it's just another way of letting people know about the animals regardless of what I'm talking about. Here's another video. This is actually a repost that, because right now it's winter, so there's no grass, we can't see the grass here in Canada. But the reason that I put that there is it was a song that I had composed, and I thought it was really cute. And it definitely gives a little message about Bella. So,
Bella vegan dog is just as normal as can be. This is her friend Sam, he likes to sniff her bum, as you can see. Maybe you have a friend named Sam who does the same to you. Of course, none of that is any of her business, but if Bella can be vegan, then so can you. Bella vegan dog is just as normal as can be.
So I'm trying to make the point here with my little song that Bella is the same as any other dog. And if you didn't know that Bella was my dog, the brown dog, you wouldn't know at all that she's vegan because they look identical. There's no difference. She has just as much energy. She has her bum sniffed like any other dog, and she sniffs other dogs' bums. And when you go behind the scenes here, if you go on and click on here, and you go into the sound, you can see all the different duets that people do. And often you'll see something like this. See, somebody's right, this is weird, and they're covering their face. It's just a silly song. Then, of course, you get some vegan supporters here who are saying, yeah, go vegan. And there's always the crowd that says, save Bella. Because for some reason, they don't see a normal, healthy, happy dog. They think she's half dead, which is just so ridiculous. Yeah, and you scroll down here and you could see that some people give the video an A+. These are different people that are vegan. And somebody else here is like a student who's saying, you know, stop hating on us just because you're jealous or whatever. It's okay. We know we are fabulous. I don't really look at all of these. I kind of give a general scan to look at people's faces sometimes because I find it fascinating how they overreact to things. Like here's one. Here's this woman, and she's freaking out because I put the hashtag 69 on this post. See that? Let's look.
Bella vegan dog is just as normal as can be. This is her friend Sam, he likes to sniff her bum, as you can see. Maybe you have a friend named Sam who does the same to you. Of course, none of that is any of her business, but if Bella can be vegan, then so can you. Bella vegan dog is just as normal as...
So, why is there 69 in the tags? Well, because I just put silly tags sometimes to get people's attention. That's all. It's not that deep. And here is somebody saying, what the actual fuck? Let's see what that is.
Bella vegan dog is just as normal.
Dogs cannot be vegan. This is animal
abuse.
abuse.
Sniff her bum, as you can see. Maybe you have a friend
Dogs
named
are
Sam who does the
carnivores.
same to you. Of course, none of that.
You are literally going against nature. So there's always those people, even though Bella has been vegan for 3.5 years, to them that is no evidence that she's okay. It still must mean that she's going to die at any second. So who's this? Now somebody's writing on my screen.
He likes to
Okay,
sniff her bum.
let's go back. This is again another repost. I hadn't posted this in a while. This is for some new people, because when I get new subscribers, they might not have seen this. They might have no idea that I sang outside of Kentucky Fried Chicken, and this is a little song that I composed to try to encourage them to not be Kentucky Fried Chicken, but to be Kentucky Fried Compassion. So this is 15 seconds. This was really hard to cram into 15 seconds.
Yippee! KFC, it's time to be cruelty-free and change your name to Kentucky Fried Compassion. KFC, it's time for you to get a 100% vegan menu.
You can see my shirt. I took a long time to write KFC Employee of the Month, and we had to film that in Ontario, because in Quebec here we don't have KFC. It's written in a different way. It's written in the French way, poulet frit Kentucky, so it's all backwards. So in order to get an authentic video, I could have used a green screen, but that's not my style. I like to go there and really sing and let people see me. So people walking by were seeing me sing, and they thought it was kind of interesting, and that was an opportunity to do some vegan outreach. And here's a video of Bella sleeping, and this one is just crazy. People think that she's dead, even though she's just a normal dog sleeping.
My sweet TikTok friend, thanks for hanging out with me today.
So I composed this on my ukulele.
I'll be on.
She fell asleep in my bed, where she sleeps every night, in our king-size bed.
Maybe you should too.
I really love her so much. And she honestly, guys, is very healthy and fine. It's so upsetting and strange and bizarre that people think that she's in any way unhealthy or harmed. I mean, I understand it to a degree. Before I became vegan, I didn't know that dogs could be vegan, but you know, if you're presented with evidence and video after video showing that the dog is healthy, it seems crazy to, you know, keep denying the fact. You get people here that write these really long things. Pause if you need to. Let's see, what is this one? I haven't seen this yet. That poor dog. The only time my dog ever looked that sad was when he was sick. And the only time I've seen a dog that unhealthy looking was my boxer that passed away. You get the idea. I mean, she's literally sleeping. I mean, these people, I don't understand. I don't understand how crazy they are, that they don't see the truth. Anyway, you could see here there's all kinds of people and all kinds of things and people doing duets. So let's go back here and just keep looking a little bit more. So you can see here's another one of food. This is a plate of food that I made for my husband, and I brought it down to him. He's busy working. And then I thought, well, I'll make a little video and a song out of it. And so this one, for example, has 211,000 views, and it's only 15 seconds long. And that was posted yesterday.
Happy Vegan Declaration Day, everyone. Don't forget, as you go throughout your day, to have as much variety as you can. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and just for fun, make a beautiful plate like this and go and give it to somebody that you're living with. They'll love it.
So that's
Happy
it.
Vegan Declaration
You see,
Day,
I decorated
everyone.
the
Don't forget,
banana there,
as you go throughout your
and the two pigs that you see here were thrown on my porch by some people who wanted me to give them to Bella to eat but
A little bit of
I
that.
find them way
And
too cute
just
to
for
use as a toy for my dogs. So they appear in many of my
fun,
videos.
make a beautiful plate like this and go and give it to somebody that you're living with.
So then there's also this one here that I did yesterday. And this is me. Now, when I did this one, sort of an interesting story. Watch this. Is a song I had composed before, and I reused the song. Now, what I love about TikTok is these little stickers, they call them, that you can use to make your videos fun. Something that we don't have on YouTube. At first, when I came to TikTok, at the beginning of COVID, I felt really weird with this portrait style. I had been used to the landscape version like we have on YouTube. But now I'm so used to it. I much prefer it. It gives me an opportunity to use the whole screen as opposed to on YouTube where I don't seem to be able to. So in this one, you saw that I had my hand up at the beginning. Now, when I was, and I'm lowering the plate, you see? So again, this song is one that I had composed, and so it's now available. You can use it. It's on Spotify, so anybody can use that song. And again, this shirt is something that I bought secondhand, and I painted it. Took me a long time because try to get the letters perfectly in line there without making a mistake. I'm always so nervous that I'm going to make a mistake. And at the beginning where you see my hand up, I am actually sometimes don't shave my armpits on purpose because I don't care and I don't see the need. And I really have very little body hair actually, so you can't really tell the difference. But I was doing the video and I was like, you know what? People should see that I, have armpit hair. That's what women have. It's not a big deal. But then I decided actually to shave for this video. And the reason for that was because I didn't want to take the focus off of it. I noticed that people will try to find anything at all to stay away from the message of veganism. The message is, don't hurt animals, eat healthy vegan foods. But if I had left even one little hair there, somebody would zoom in on it. And like this video here, actually, I think it's this one. What people do is so cruel. They go into Photoshop and they painted my teeth like really dark. And they zoomed in and they said, you should get your teeth fixed, you should brush your teeth, and all this stuff. And so I was like, what? So I went and looked in the mirror and I'm like, no, they totally photoshopped my video. So that's just the kind of thing that carnists do. They really hate the fact that you're trying to tell them to stop murdering animals. And so they try to discredit you at all in every possible way. In this video here is, I wrote, are you vegan phobic? And I wrote a bunch of different things that people can read about vegan phobia and whether the person is vegan phobic or not, how to tell. So please watch twice if you need more time to read. And there's all the different points there. Because most people are not maybe aware that they're being vegan phobic, that they're being prejudiced against vegans. And I'm trying to enlighten people that it is a real thing, that kids do get hurt, and that deliberately trying to hurt animal rights activists is unkind. And one boy committed suicide when he was bullied for being vegan. So it's not a little thing. And I know many of my students have written to me privately and said how terrible they feel. Many of them have left the app because they just couldn't handle the bullying anymore. So what I encourage my students to do is to either close their comment section, or if they leave it open for comments just to generate some activity, just to not look at them. But they seem unable to do that. A lot of them leave the comments open and then they complain and say, oh, everybody's being so mean. And it's like, yes, they are. They are being mean and it's terrible. So don't look at them or close them. And some of them chose to leave TikTok altogether, which I think is a mistake because we need animal rights activists to be on TikTok to help spread the message. The reason I closed my comment section is simply because I could not find anything in there anymore. There was no actual questions or proper comments. It was just constant personal attacks. You're ugly, your dog's dying, and not really anything that was helpful. So my attitude was, okay, it's kind of like my kitchen, let's say. Do I want to really invite thousands of people into my kitchen to take a dump on the kitchen floor? I mean, no. I would invite them in my kitchen if they want to eat my vegan food and if they wanted to have a nice chat, serve them a nice cup of tea. But because so many people are rude and cruel, I decided to close my comment section. And it's been closed for several months on that account. Not all accounts, but on this one especially, because I want people to go into the comment section and be able to learn something if I have time to post things. Here I didn't have time to write anything, but other people do. So that's another little song that I wrote. And here's another one that I wrote. This one is, I think, only about 8 seconds long, to a sort of jingle to help people remember how to go to the site.
Go to howdoigovegan.com. Sing it with me. Howdoigovegan.com. Go to howdoigovegan.com. Sing it with me. Howdoigovegan.com.
Yeah, so that's just a little one. So that's it for now. Oh, this is just the latest one here. This one was of some YouTuber. This one came on my For You page. I didn't know who this young man was. All that happened is that I heard him say, I need some likes. I'm out in the snow. I need some likes. So I did a little video where I say, I'll like you if you stop paying for the rape, torture, and murder of innocent animals. And I guess that what happened was that he complained. I guess he had his feelings hurt or something. So if you see here, I actually only noticed this just an hour ago, that they actually muted the sound. Wait, did you see? Hold on. Good, there's a little sign. There, the sound isn't available. So they took the sound off because they didn't like me saying, am I missing something? You want me to like you for being out in the snow? I'll like you if you stop paying for the rape, torture, and murder of innocent animals. So that's that. So you see it's still there, the video, but you can't hear the soundtrack, which means I'll probably post the original on YouTube, although I guess technically I've done that just now in this video, so maybe I don't have to. And this one here, actually there's so many to talk about. I'll just want you to see this one. So this is an image that came by on, I think it was my Instagram. I saw this image where there's a pig in a truck, and in the circle here, I don't know if you can see, but there's a number branded on this pig, similar to how they tattooed people in Auschwitz in World War II, the Jews. Tattooed, then sent to a gas chamber. Sound familiar? So that was the meme that was going around, and I added, please help us to help them. And please watch Earthlings and howdoigovegan.com. And also here, be vegan from now on, and be kind, be vegan, start now.
Mother tattooed, being sent with her family to a gas chamber. Does any of this sound familiar? Seems we never learned from it because shamefully we never stopped repeating history. She is a mother tattooed, being sent with her family to a gas chamber. Does any of this sound familiar? Seems we never learned from it because shamefully we never stopped repeating history.
So I'm talking about how history is not just repeating itself. It never ended, the abuse that the animals go through. People don't realize that. these poor animals do not need to be murdered. This is another one that I did.
There are dead bodies in schools right now. They are being chopped up and put onto plates and served to your children. What the fuck is wrong with the world? This needs to stop. Serve tofu. There are dead bodies in...
So the reason I'm talking like that is a bit of for dramatic effect. I try to do something again, like I said, in like these little 15-minute commercials for veganism. And here's another little song that I composed. I was playing with these clementines, and I was trying to write a little song to, again, give the vegan message.
It's time, it's time, it's time for a clementine. It's time, it's time, it's time for a clementine. But if you don't have a clementine in your head, just eat a banana instead. It's time, it's time, it's time.
So I have a lot of fun inventing these little rhymes, and this 15-second video took probably maybe an hour or 2 hours to do, because I had to compose the song, I had to figure out how to put everything out there and film it with one hand while kind of throwing the little clementines with one hand. So I would throw them from the left and I'd pick some up and do them from the right and sing at the same time, and so on. So that's it. Oh, in case you wanted to know, here's a vegan athlete, and his name is Nimai Delgado.
Vegan athletes exist. Plants have protein. That guy's vegan. If he can be vegan, so can you. Come on, be vegan from now on.
Yeah. So to be honest, when I first heard about him, I saw him in this video. He doesn't actually look as big as I have seen him in other videos. I found it actually hard to believe that he was vegan. Initially, I was just like you guys. I had all kinds of doubts. But now I know. And this is just a quick tour. I'm really sorry the video's quite long, but I guess some of you might have already left. But yeah, that's my site. And I don't know if you can hear, but Bella's behind me, and she's shaking a little bit her collar. I'm gonna go and take her out for a walk now, but I wanted to show you a little bit about The Vegan Teacher on TikTok. Thanks for visiting. Please consider becoming vegan. Subscribe if you're interested in learning more, and let me know what your channels are too. I would love to follow you guys if you have YouTube channels. Just leave it in the comments if I leave the comments on. I think I probably will for this video. Yeah, let me know yourselves what your channels are, and I'll follow you too. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Do 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 do.